YouTube, what it do? I appreciate you for tuning in, and today we'll be going over bags. So a couple months ago, I went out and picked up the Vertx Any Day Backpack, which is right here. I picked it up so I could have an EDC backpack on a day-to-day basis or when I needed one. And when I was looking for one, I had a few rules in mind. So I didn't want something that looked tactical. No moly paneling, no FDE, OD green, camo, none of them colorways. I didn't want anything that had a lot of visual branding plastered all over the bag. I wanted something with a decent amount of organization, but not forced organization. So not hella zippers and pouches I'd never use really. And I wanted something that would be comfortable. I couldn't tell if it was comfortable when I was searching for it, but I watched a few videos, read a few reviews. I seen other guys found it comfortable, so I figured maybe if I picked it up, it might be comfortable for me too, and it ended up working out. Let's talk about the features of the bag. So on the front end, again, I was looking for something without a whole lot of branding. Let me show you on the overhead camera, actually. As you can see, nothing up here really says Vertx. You have the small Vertx logo on this button here, but again, that's not really visible. On the back end, you have your strap. When you're wearing this is not really visible, but this strap does have a Vertx logo as well, but it's black on black. I feel like it blends in, especially from a distance, and when it doesn't, if you don't know Vertx or shop with Vertx, you probably wouldn't recognize that sign, you know? And another logo there, which will be visible if you're throwing this on a luggage or something like that, which goes into another thing I really like about this bag. Some Vertx bags, if you're familiar with them, have the horizontal luggage pass through, meaning your luggage has to pass through this way when you're walking through the airport. This one has the vertical one, so your luggage pass through this way and your bag is sitting up straight. That was something else I liked a lot about this bag. And here on this side, you have a water pouch. I don't have any expensive water bottles to show y'all what would fit. Honestly, bro, I'm not at the point where I spend a lot of money on water bottles. My wife's always trying to get me to get expensive Stanleys, and bro, it's not happening. This is a Hydra Peak I picked up from CJ Maxx. If you like me and you got a Hydra Peak, shout out to you, bro. And your Hydra Peak will fit in here just fine. Now, if you got a bottle that's similar to the size of this Hydra Peak bottle, then it should fit in there too. And it does stretch out a lot. I feel like it has more room, enough to carry a slightly larger bottle than that, but that's all I've ever tried in here. Up front, you have two different pockets, bottom and top, both zipper functions. And on the side, you have two compartments. Your concealed carry compartment, which is here in the back, and this compartment. But now let's go ahead and get into what I carry inside of the bag. This will probably be best to show you on overhead. So in this bottom compartment here, I carry an Anchor 10,000 milliamp hour battery bank, and I carry a Viperade EDC pouch. Now inside of the pouch, I got a few different things that I carry on a day-to-day basis. My Through Night Archer Mini. I love admin lights. I think it's important to have a light with a lot of light output in it or a high lumen count, but I also think it's important to have lights like this that you can clip onto your hat with a decent to low lumen count range, so you can use a hands-free source of light without blinding yourself. If you unscrew this top here, I'll show you on the overhead cam. Let me scoot this out of the way to make sure it focuses. On the overhead cam, you should be able to see that it's a USB-C port right there, so you don't have to worry about keeping up with batteries for this. Just throw it on the charger. You're good to go. I probably charge this up every month, every 2 months, and it hasn't died on me yet while using it. So, I'm not sure the battery life, but it works, bro, and it's dope. So let me show you on the back wall. First click, you get about 18 lumens. Second click, you get 400 lumens, which, actually, I'll get to that in a second. Third click, 1, 2, 3. Third click, you get strobe. I never use the strobe. Now on the second setting, depending on your battery life, the heat output of this light, it'll step down from 400 to 415 to a little lower. I never really need it at that setting because I'm usually using the lowest setting, which is about 18 lumens, just to look through dark areas, look through my camera case when I'm at nighttime shoots and things like that, bro. But if you need a light like that, check it out. The Through Night Archer Mini is hella dope, man. It's also waterproof too. Now, next up inside of this case, I carry this. This is the Leatherman ratcheting extension. You can use this in combination with your Leatherman multi-tool. Slide this into the flatbit part, which I'll show you in a few, and it turns your Leatherman into a ratcheting socket extension, I guess. Now over here, I have the Smith & Wesson Benji, and this is a 2.5 inch EDC blade. I never carry this in my pocket. I never would. It's way too small, but I leave it in this pouch and I use it a lot. Has a little bit of residue on the blade, as you can see, and I use this just to bust open packages, dog. Like it comes in handy just for that. Zip ties, tape, plastic wrap, it works just fine. It's held its edge perfectly fine over the time. The top is a modified Tanto blade, as you can see, and it's made out of high carbon stainless steel. The bottom, the grip, I guess I should say, is G10, and it feels extremely good in your hand. One thing I do notice though, notice a little groove. If you can see on the overhead cam, make sure it's in focus. This groove they cut out for your finger, my finger's a little too big. So if I rest my finger up high on that groove, this kind of nicks my skin, the blade does. If you got big fingers or wide fingers, might not be for you, but it works for me just fine. So I'll close this up. On the back, you can see that you have a bottle opener as well. Came in handy a few times for me, but I don't drink much on the job, and I'm usually carrying this on the job. Carried it to the beach a few times, which I did. Crack open a few brews out there, and that worked just fine. Now here, I have the Galvanox 21-bit tool set. This comes in handy with this, which is the Leatherman ratcheting extension. You can throw these flat bits into your ratcheting extension or straight into your Leatherman if you want to. And it just gives you a wider variety of tool heads to use. You got your Allen keys, your star bits, your Phillips flats, all that. Pretty much anything that you might need is in here. So I'll throw that to the side. And in the back of this, I have my InCharge XL 6-in-1 charger. The reason I picked this up is because I'm still running the older iPhone. I got the iPhone 15. My wife has a newer iPhone. So she has the USB-C port. I have the Lightning port. And this has both of those. But it has a few more things. So on the back end, as you can see on the overhead cam, let me scoot this out of the way. Make sure it's not in focus, or it is in focus. USB-A, pop that open. USB-C on this side. You got your Lightning. But on the tip, it's also a USB or micro USB built into it. If you can see that small slot in the tip of the bit. Pop that open and you have a USB-C as well. So I like it a lot. Comes in handy, especially when somebody else needs a charger and they might not have the same phone or whatever that needs to be charged as I do. And this works just fine. I throw that here. I also use that cord for data transfer. So that works. Plugging up my SSD to my laptop always works. So next up, in this top pocket here, zip it open for you guys. I'll show you on the overhead. Inside of this, I have, I guess you could say, self-care and first aid. So I have my hand sanitizer. If I'm ever at the range for a long time filming and I'm eating, I always clean my hands with this. Changing diapers, any of that. And I got lotion, because if you got hand sanitizer, you my color, you need lotion too, bro. Do not walk around ashy. It's not okay. It's not masculine. Take care of yourself, bro. On the inside, this is a loop line pouch. So I do carry the Dara utility pouch, I believe they call it. And the reason I carry it, you can take this off, but the reason I carry it with this hook and loop material is because I don't want this moving around when I'm trying to take items out of it. So I'll open this up or tell you about what's inside of it. This is their first aid filler kit inside. It has Advil, bandages, ointments, your burn creams, your sting relief creams. Yeah, and this is my ouchie boo boo kit. Carry this because I got boys and got a beautiful girl too, but my boys are rough, bro. And I can almost guarantee you I'll probably reach in here 2 to 3 times a month at the least. So I'll set that aside. And with this hook and loop, or this loop panel here in the back of this pouch, you can choose to run Vertx Tactigami inside of it for more organization or anything else that might adhere to that. So I'll close this up. And in this pouch here, which is the main compartment, why is my zipper not on this side? In the main compartment, I carry a few things. I don't know the best way to show y'all, so let me show you first. This is how it opens up. So this side opens up pretty flat, but this side doesn't. So it's more like a, I guess you could say like a V. Well, it's not so flat like a taco. It gets flat when you lay it down like that, but can't reach everything in the corner when it's laid down. On the front panel, I have a few things, as you can see. I'm twisted this way. Overhead cam should show you I have my Nightcore EDC 29, Leatherman Skeletal CX, Tide to Go pen. When I'm out and about, especially on a work day, I don't want stains. And bro, if I eat something with sauce, stains is happening. I promise you, stains is getting on something. And I hate dirty shirts, bro, so I gotta carry that. I got my Right in the Rain pen because I have a Right in the Rain pad. And my EDC 29, the reason I'm carrying this in here is because I'm planning to deliver, I guess you could say, a review or comparison of this and another light from Nightcore. I don't really like it enough to yet, at least, to carry it on me on a day-to-day basis because of one thing. And that one thing is the waterproof rating, or dust and waterproof rating. It's only rated at an IP54. And if you know anything about that, this pretty much is good. If you're outside in like a light mist or a light rain, you should be fine with this. But if it's pouring down rain or if this drops in a puddle, it's a wrap for your light, bro. And I don't think that really fits what I want to carry on a day-to-day basis, because I live in North Carolina and sometimes we get heavy rain. So let me shine this on the back wall for you. It's locked. Unlock it. So that's the lower setting. It should be about I don't know, 30 lumens or so, and then turn it off. And this is the highest setting. This is 6,500 lumens. That lasts for about 10 seconds before it steps down due to overheating. And it's a lot of features, man. So I'm carrying it in my backpack so I can use it more, get used to it. I might carry it on my person for a few days, test it out so I can tell you all about it. Now the Leatherman Skeletal CX, let me pull that over here. This goes hand in hand with these items, the Galvanox 2-bit set and the ratcheting extension. So on the back of your Leatherman, you should have a flat tool. Pull that out. You could throw your ratcheting extension inside, throw your flat bit in here, and now a ratcheting tool that you can use on a day-to-day basis and carry on a day-to-day basis. And you can use any one of these bits that's inside of it. Comes in handy, man, especially like when I'm removing optics off of guns for photo shoots or swapping them around or camera cages, anything like that. I always pull this out, and I always get somebody that asks me about it. Like, bro, that's hella dope. Where you get that from? Like, chill out, dog. Get off my. But on this back panel right here, I'm carrying my Mad Mod kit. Now, if you watched the video where I went over Apex Development's Mad Mod kit, you would know this is a trauma kit. If you did not watch that video, let me pull it on the overhead cam for you and show you. This is it. So inside of this, I carry a tourniquet. This is Snake Staff Systems ETQ Gen 2. And in this pocket, it's 2 high vent chest seals, your wound packing gauze, your med tape, medical shears, paramedical shears. And yeah, it works, bro. I love it a lot. I carry one on my person on a day-to-day basis, but I also carry one in my backpack because it's times when I'm out and about and I kind of want to carry light, so maybe I'll just carry my pistol, no Mad Mod kit, and I have this in my backpack. Other days where I carry that and I don't feel like taking this out on and off, I just kind of leave it there. Now, let me show you guys one more thing I actually forgot about. So in this pouch here, it's actually a zipper opening. Open it up. I carry my SSD. So this is just for data transfers from my camera after a shoot. Back up the footage onto a SSD. Throw some on my laptop as well. Also carry a lens wipe, which should be down in here. This is just spare for my vlogging camera, the Osmo Pocket 3, which I don't really, care too much about just using a lens wipe on the lens. I use that. And this is a key lanyard. So the most I really use this is when I'm at the range filming videos. If I'm moving around a lot and I don't want to drop my keys, I'll pull my keys out, clip them on here, throw it in the pocket. The one thing I wish Vertx would have done is gave the option to run this lanyard in different spots. Because sometimes I don't want to open up this big pocket, right? I wish it was like a compartment up here I could clip that in and throw it on. I could just throw my keys in the pocket. Yeah, that's cool. But for some reason, I like using the lanyard. It's there, bro. Now, you could throw a laptop back here, and let me show you. I have to show you on this cam, not the overhead. So, in this back pocket, I have a 16-inch MacBook Pro, but that doesn't really fit. You can squeeze it in there, but it's kind of hard to close the pocket while it's in there. And here, this is I believe a 13-inch MacBook. Now, we use this mainly for like emails and, small edits when I'm out and about, maybe thumbnail edits. That fits in there just fine. You can throw an iPad in there, that should fit. Now, Vertx does not say that you can carry a 16-inch MacBook in here, but I seen Talon Say's video, and he carried his 16-inch MacBook Pro, so I figured I'd be able to carry mine, and I'll show that to you in a few. Now, on the concealed carry compartment, put the bag back up, open this up. I carry my Flux Raider 365. Sit that aside. Now, the reason I carry this on me is because this is the closest thing I own to a PCC. I don't want to carry a rifle on me all the time. I have one in my truck majority of days, but this is always on me when I got this backpack. And this is, although it's still a 9mm, the barrel's a bit longer than my EDC gun, 6 inches, so I get a bit more velocity out of this. It's not really serving a huge purpose outside of just giving me some more rounds if I ever get in a sticky situation, or just another weapon to have on hand. My wife can use this. Me and my son actually train with this. This is a pretty fun gun, but I throw this in the back pocket at all times. So I'll go ahead and close this up. And let me show you that pocket actually, if I can. So open this, and as you can see, it's a pretty big pocket. It does have the loop line material here, so it comes with a Velcro like holster fastener, I guess you could say. This didn't work with my Flux Raider holster. It fastened it inside, but it kind of held it in a weird angle where I couldn't really reach and grab it with my right hand. It'll work for like a left-hand shooter, but this bag wasn't really built for left-hand shooters to begin with. So I didn't use that. But what you can throw in the back if you're not carrying a firearm is a 16-inch MacBook Pro. And it's kind of tight, right? So again, I'm still in this idea or this discovery from Talon Say, because I seen him say it, but I do it quite a bit. When I'm not carrying this, which is very rare, if I'm on the road, and maybe I'll just leave the rifle that's in my truck and I'll bring my MacBook in here so I can work while we're in the truck. But yeah, this fits. Edges do stick out a bit. So if you drop this bag, it's kind of a wrap unless you got a really good thin case on there so it can fit. They just stick out there, and it is kind of hard to zip up while it's in, but it's not the worst. As you can see, it kind of got caught up when I just try to open it up. So yeah, this is the bag, man. I think it's pretty dope. Passed all my checks. Feels great. As you can see, even when it's not packed, it doesn't look like, you know, sloppy. I hate those bags when they're not packed, they sag, and when they're packed, they're like fucking turtle shells on your back or something. This bag, I feel like it looks good, packed and unpacked. It never looks sloppy, and that's one thing I hate, is looking weird, sloppy, ugly, and unorganized. If you're looking for an EDC backpack, I think this might be a good fit. This isn't sponsored. I spent my own money on this. Vertx had no offerings to give or offered nothing for me to do this video. I didn't reach out and ask for anything. I solely wanted to share something that I thought was pretty dope with y'all, let you know about it. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link down in the description. I get nothing for that. However, I will get kickback on eligible items if you purchase anything from the Amazon links I linked in the description. Appreciate y'all checking me out. If there's anything I can do in return to support you, let me know down in the comments. And if it's nothing sketchy, I got you. In the meantime, y'all stay blessed, stay safe. Peace.